Tonight on OHL Primetime, a battle of Central Division rivals, a seesaw battle, if you will. They finished 1-2 in the Central Division. Coach Dave Cameron leads the St.Mikels Majors into the bunker. A hard-fought 7-game victory over the Belleville Bulls. Stan Butler's troops, meanwhile, had a rough-and-tumble affair with the Barrie Colts, finishing the Colts off in 6. Next on OHL Primetime, round 2 of the playoffs. Welcome to the bunker in Brampton, the battalion hosting the Toronto St.Michaels Majors. And boy, these two teams will put on a show tonight in round 2 of the playoffs. Hi again, everybody. I'm Doug Anderson along with Mark Heron. We'll be bringing you all the action here from the Brampton Center. Dan Dunleavy will be joining us in the second period. Mark, these two teams finished 1-2 by virtue of 1 point. It all came down to the final couple of games.
Came down to the final couple of games, and not much separates these teams. For both teams, I think right now the St.Mikes Majors, obviously they have to play their tenacious defensive style, and of course they're going to be relying heavily on Scott Horvath. But more importantly for the St.Mikes Majors, can they win on the road?
So we get set for game 1, round 2 of the playoffs. These Central Division rivals will go head-to-head. There is Brad Topping. What a round 1 he had. A 4-2 record and a shutout.
Shutout, .934 save percentage, and as I said, third in the league in the first round with a 2.33 goals against average. He was solid between the pipes for Brampton Battalion. Had 2 great games up in Barrie to steal 2 victories, 2-1, and that shutout you mentioned, 1-0. So Brad Topping certainly has to keep up his stellar play if the battalion are going to be any good in this second round.
His counterpart at the other end of the rink, Andy Chiodo. Andy Chiodo can be, when he's on the top of his game, one of the best goalies in the OHL and can steal a game for you.
Can steal a game anytime. As you see, 4-3 record, didn't win one on the road, but certainly these two goaltenders have a lot in common, and we'll be talking about that during the game, and we're getting set here for the face-off for the first period of action here in round 2 as St. Mikes gets set to take on the battalion.
Off the opening draw, Adam Henrik out there with Ryan Houlihan, Chris Clayton, countered by the Majors. They have Matt Bacon on the left side, Scott Horvath at center, and on the right side is Ryan Rohrbach. Along the near boards, fed out in front, Simmons pokes it away again and runs into Brent. Loose puck, Brent's got time, wrist shot, big glove save from Brad Topping, to the delight of the fans here in Brampton.
Tim Brent with a good opportunity in the slot there, picked his target, fired it where he wanted to, and Brad Topping with the quick glove hand denies him. As you see right there, controls the puck and gets a nice shot off, but Brad Topping equal marks for that save there as you see the replay. Brad Topping continuing his outstanding play so far for the battalion in these playoffs. David
Brown and Jamie Fraser. Harrison leaves it for Bergio down low. No one out in front. Nolan comes in, they score! Hit a body in front of Andy Chiodo and scored it across the goal line. Battalion lead and draw first blood 1-0.
Here you see Bergio coming in. He controls the puck on the side, and he was just trying to flick it out in the front to create a scoring chance, and Chiodo goes right off his skate, doesn't even see it. It was a bit of a wobbler, a bit of a knuckler, and you see Chiodo just batting it in on his own skate. Tough break for the St. Mikes Majors to start this game. But
the other way, Klein heading through the middle, takes the nice pass off his skates, feeds it over, and Lehman would have been open, but the pass was too far in front. Nice job by Kevin Klein just to pick up the fact that Lehman was there. Crowd reacts as Ryan Houlihan gets dumped inside the blue line. Horvath trying to go around the defenseman, and Young's there to put him to the ice. Luby has it, leaves it for Young. In the corner, headmanning the pass up for... That's one of our keys to victory. We talk about the dipsy doodle. Clayton all alone, lets it go, Chiodo. Big pad save. There and clears it. We've got a 2-on-1. Rowan's got Burns heading to the front of the net, gives it right back. Krebs sidestepping a couple of checks, right in on goal. Camille Krebs can't stuff it home. He hung on just a tad too long. Now Brent Burns and Andy Kyoto have some choice words in front of the crease. Kyoto then gives a piece of his mind to referee Webb. Look at these moves by Krebs. You got to believe if he shot just when he hit the top of the circle, he would have made it a little more difficult for Andy Kyoto. But Kyoto, good job keeping his balance and following the puck all the way along. Boyce, his shot along the boards. Knocked down by McClement. He feeds it through the middle. Volsky on a break. Volsky around Kyoto. Big pass save, but it squirts through, and Volsky makes it a 2-0 game.
There you see Wojciech Volsky shredding off his check, and Andy Kyoto saying that the net had come off.
And you got to wonder, watch the net and watch it pop off the moorings. You have to wonder if it indeed was completely off. It sure looks that way, and St. Mike's coaching staff has an issue. You see the net off the moorings, but the puck slid across the crease. They're going to count it. It's a 2-0 lead as Wojciech Volsky over to Lukasz. Back cross ice, and Ryan Houlihan there to take it away. He gets absolutely upended and hammered just outside the battalion blue line by Kevin Klein. This gets hit by Simmons just inside the blue line. Foster feeds it over to Klein. Loose man in front, topping with 2 big saves off Chris Robernik.
Majors is quickly erased by Klein as he shows you how to deliver the perfect hip check there and upend the battalion player. And there you see the gorgeous chance for Robernik there. And
Krebs goes in there as well. Daryl Boyce out of the corner, the shot from Brent, and Brad Topping's up to the task. Good outlet pass to Camille Krebs. He's got Chris Rowan. Krebs right in on goal. Scores! Camille Krebs on the backhand beats Andy Kyoto. It's a 3-0 battalion lead. Boy, Krebs used Chris Rowan as a decoy nicely.
Well, you mentioned soft hands on František Lukasz, but what about Camille Krebs there? You said it. Used him as a decoy, fakes the forehand, goes right to the backhand. Kyoto bites, and no problem for Krebs. Fires the backhand up into the middle part of the net, and the battalion now have a 3-0 lead here midway through the second period, and the Majors find themselves in a very, very deep hole in game 1 of the best of 7.
Time from behind his net. Outlet pass to Chris Rowan at his own blue line. Rowan brings it through the Majors blue line, leaves it for Brent Burns. Burns will go down low for Camille Krebs. Krebs still has the puck, fights off the check of Shane O'Brien. Krebs stepping into the top of the slot, opening, makes a couple of moves to the backhand, he scores! What a move from Camille Krebs through traffic, 4-0 battalion. Oh my!
Boy, Camille Krebs just weeded through the St. Mikes Majors defense like they were just standing still, and I think some of them were, and Krebs, oh, you just said it, oh my, look at this. You cannot draw it up any better than that. That is one of the prettiest goals you are going to see, folks. Camille Krebs coming back into the middle of the ice, sees an opening, makes a nifty little move here, and an even niftier move on Kyoto, puts the backhand in, and the Brampton battalion.
Watch this, Mark. 1, 2, 3, 4 stick checks. Not one guy took the body for the Majors.
Would have been up in the air, but as you mentioned, yeah, it's a short bus trip for St. Mikes to come here.
Henrik right in on goal. Kyoto bad save, and then it's taken off the moorings. The face-off will be deep inside of Majors territory. Adam Henrik muscles his way inside. Goes to the backhand. And we got a bit of pushing and shoving going from Daryl Boyce and from Adam Henrik. They dropped the gloves in front of the battalion bench. But both linesmen were in there very quickly. And sorry, that's Alan Nolan for the Majors.
Yeah, Alan Nolan. I'll get you a quote.
Here comes McClement across the blue line. McClement turns inside of the Majors end. Simmons feeds it to the front of the net. There's the shot. They score. Wojciech Volsky makes it 5-0 on the power play. Boy, Volsky just fed it to the front of the net. Kyoto trying to get back. Went off him and in the net. Battalion enjoy a 5-goal advantage.
Brampton Battalion make quick work on their power play chances. You see Henry carrying the puck in over the blue line. Excuse me, that's McClement. And a shot on net, and Wojtek Volsky just fires it at the net, as they always say to do. Good things happen when you put it on the net. And of course, Andy Kyoto caught out of position. It goes right through his pads, right there. Went right off the inside of his pad and in the net. Wojtek Volsky gets his second of the game. Yeah, Frank Bergio getting some quality ice time here, and that's nice to see as
Battalion score again. Chris Clayton off the draw, drives one to the front of the net, then eludes Andy Kyoto. It's 6-0. I don't know if this was deflected or not, but it looks like Kyoto just mishandled this one.
Yeah, it definitely took a funny hop as it went into the net. As you see the shot right off the faceoff, it was a quick one. Got right under, it looks like right under the right arm of Kyoto and bounced sharply down past him. And another goal that just was very quick for the Brampton Battalion. This one right out the faceoff, and now they have a stranglehold here as a 6-0 lead opened up in the third period.
Down by Eric Schwantz, Tyler Harrison will bring it out. Harrison avoids the check, pile up in front of the Battalion bench. Now we've got a fight, and it's Craig Foster with David Brown. Brown looking to get a hand free, trying to throw punches over the top, and he's connecting, and they go to the ice. A little bit of blood from the nose of Craig Foster.
Just simple frustration, I think, on the St.Mikes Majors part. Foster trying to do anything to light a fire under his team at this point, down 6-0. And you see Foster taking exception to the shot from Burns. And of course, he's going to drop the gloves in this situation with the game well out of hand, obviously. As I said, doing anything he possibly can to try and maybe inspire his teammates to get up and keep fighting and try.
Do you know how much a bottle of 86 Chateau Lafite would go for right about? You know what I mean? Like, anyway.
Well, I'm not a connoisseur of the subject, Doug.
Jay McClement out in front. They score. Volsky finishes off the hat trick. And what a job by Wojtek Volsky just to hang on to that puck for the extra split second, forcing Justin Peters to the ice, then beats him the shelf. It's 7-0, and the Hats adorn the ice here in the Brampton Center.
Well, you just mentioned a vintage wine. Well, how about a vintage goal by Wojtek Volsky here in the final period to make it 7-0. Top shelf, no mistake about it. Wojtek Volsky with the hat trick here, and the Brampton Battalion, everything going right for their hockey club here tonight. And the St.Mikes Majors just have to sit back and play out the string, I'm afraid, here with 9:56 left in the third period and a stranglehold on the game. And the fans are throwing towels, they're throwing hats, they're throwing anything they possibly can on the ice. And we're going to have a bit of a, oh, there goes a bottle on the ice now. We're going to have a bit of a delay here. And
well, you know, once one goes on the ice, then it's just game in a 7-game series. So it's not like this is happening in Game 4 or Game 5 when some momentum can be built in what could be a best of 3. Corey Vittorelli just runs over Frank Bergio in the corner. Steve Webb in there to make sure that nothing comes of that. Topping blue line, 30-26, the shots on goal, and Lehman will get it over to Matt Bacon inside his own zone, and Bacon takes exception to Jamie Fraser, but nothing will come of that. As the Battalion finish this one off in style, a big 7-0 home victory here in Game 1 of Round 2, but you know what? Everybody's expecting a long, long series. The Majors have to be disappointed, and we noticed right from the start they came in a little ill-prepared, sort of flat-footed, as we said. The Battalion jumped all over them from the get-go. Battalion with a 7-0 victory. Checking the out-of-town scoreboard, Oshawa Generals with a 3-2 victory over the Ottawa 67. So an upset in the making in Game 1 there as well. We're going to come back with our post-game here on OHL Primetime. Don't forget 848 Live, 905-848-5483. Get your phone fingers ready to call in for our live phone-in show after the game. 7-0, the final from the Brampton Center. We're coming back with more on OHL Primetime. Stay with us here on Rogers Sports.
Final, and of course the first star of the game. You guys could write up a better script than a 7-0 win in Game 1, but exactly, I guess, what went right for you out there?
I think all the bounces just went our way. We came out strong in the first period. Every line was clicking. We got a goal from the fourth line, the first goal there, and every line's just pitching in, and that's what you need in the playoffs.
It's obviously no surprise to you that St. Mikes is obviously going to come back and bounce back and give you guys, a run. What do you expect them to do in the second game when they take it to St. Mikes, or what are you guys going to have to do to prepare for that second game?
I think they're going to come out hard. Obviously, this is going to stick in their minds. It's next game is 2 days away, so we just have to match their intensity and try to pick it up a bit. And even though they're going to be going hard, we got to go harder every shift.
Personally, you said that the Barrie series for you was a little bit of a grind, the 6 games, and you came out here and you said you felt pretty good. Obviously, you got your first career hat trick. How does it feel getting that?
I feel pretty good out there. Last series, I didn't have the best series, and I'm happy that it started off well with this series, and hopefully it just carries out through the whole series.
We mentioned it obviously during the broadcast that looked like you guys were able to take the St. Mikes defense outside and really try to create chances in there. Is there something, as you see your first goal there on the screen, and there's your second one? Oh, hey, look, I guess we're going to be seeing all 3. Let's look at your third one here that's going to be going into the top corner, I think. And obviously you had lots of time. Would you be able to describe that goal a little bit for us?
I just kind of looked up, saw that Peters was down a bit, so I tried to put it in the top corner. All the practices, I'm trying to go top corner on topper, and finally it turned out well.
The first goal there, you went around the defenseman, as I was mentioning, or you sort of shielded the defenseman. But was that your game plan? Did you guys talk about that, or was it just something that you picked up during the game? Because it seemed like all your forwards were getting the corner on them.
Stan Billy just told us to go wide on their D. They're having problems pivoting. They only have 5 D, so obviously you can wear them down, get them tired, and going wide does that a lot. So it was definitely a part of the game plan.
Well, it's going to be a long series. You got Game 2 coming up, and you're going to be back here for next Tuesday, and we look forward to that. And we thank you very much for coming in here. Congratulations on the hat trick, and good luck for the rest of the series.
Thanks a lot.
That's Wojtek Volsky of the Brampton Battalion. He is the first star. You see Camille Krebs getting the second star, and Brad Topping with his second shutout of the playoffs with the third star. Brad Topping continuing his hot play as well for the Brampton Battalion. Final score here from the Brampton Center. The Battalion 7, St. Mikes Majors 0. And that wraps it up here for Doug Anderson and all the cast and crew here at Rogers Television. Have a safe evening.